everybody, it's Melissa Martinez with the Pulaski County Health Department here again, and it is Friday, so y'all know what that means. It's Fit Friday, and on Fit Friday we talk about all things fitness. So today I have the blessing of being here with Gasconade River Timing, and if you guys have never heard of them, you will, because they time a lot of events. They timed our Frog Hill Half last year. They also timed our Racing for Daylight, and we are super excited that they're also going to time our Bad Dog 2020. Now I know that you guys time a lot of events, right?
Yeah.
Lots of events.
Throughout the year, we're pretty busy.
Yeah, and most of them you have a lot of local, but you guys go out of town a lot too, right?
We travel a little bit.
Yeah.
I think the farthest about 3 hours away is our farthest race. Yeah.
So when you guys aren't busy too, you guys are members of Team RWB,
Yes.
Yes, Team Red, White, and Blue.
okay? And you guys coach a lot of riders and take them out on rides and all kinds of stuff there. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about what you do with Team RWB?
We have a Tuesday and Thursday night ride that we usually roll with and help along. We get a lot of newer riders, so it's important to take your time with people that are new, they don't know what they're doing. And last thing you want to do is run off and leave somebody that's new in the game. So, no, we appreciate the opportunity to grow the sport by increasing enthusiasm.
Which is probably one of the reasons you guys are so good at your timing, because you time biking events and running events, because you're a runner, Tracy. I know you are too, Dave, and you guys are bikers as well too.
We're
Which kind of
triathletes.
As well as triathletes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yep,
I
swim,
forgot,
bike, run.
forgot about that swim part. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that is wonderful. So, guys, I want to tell you a little bit more about Gasconade River Timing. They were so kind so every year we put on a Racing for Daylight event, and every year the proceeds from that event they go to a charity of our choice in the community. And this year our Racing for Daylight went to the Active Kids program, well, the one sole purpose project that we have to provide shoes to all the kids in the Title I school districts. And so that was a 12-hour race. They came and donated their services. So, I mean, that was just huge. We appreciated that like you would not believe. We had runners from all over come. We had runners come from out of state, and we raised, a lot of money. And so, and I know they're also getting ready to donate their services to our Bad Dog 2020 on November 14th. That's the Ultra. That's our next fundraiser for the One Sole Purpose Project. And guys, if you don't know what that is, it's a 50K, 50 mile, 100 mile. We also threw in a little 12-mile run and wreck for the people that didn't want to go those big distances. But guys, just to tell you, put this into perspective of the donation, they are going to be out there for more than 30 hours. This is a 30-hour race. So this is monetarily, I don't even know what that would. Huh?
Bring your pillow.
My pillow and my Ruby.
We only do this because of the good food.
Really?
We show up just because of the food. Because
peanut butter sandwiches
we
and
know that
M&Ms
peanut
and
butter
chips.
sandwiches and day-old donuts is the way to roll.
And Gatorade.
Yeah.
That's what you guys do it for.
Actually, we do it because, one, we love our community. So anything that helps our community or the people in our community, any way we can give to that, we love it. And then when you throw kids into it, that's got our hearts. Because Tracy and I are both near and dear to helping kids and hopefully getting them on the right path to grow up to be prosperous adults in society.
Yeah, that's the one thing about sports. When you can teach a kid discipline young, that's the good part about sports.
Yeah.
It really spills over into all other aspects.
It does.
And, gives them a foundation for when they're older. And that's what we teach with our Active Kids program, the running program that we have in some of the schools in Pulaski County. We do hit a lot on running and proper form and things like that, but we really focus a lot on, the things that, the attributes that make for a good ultra runner, like discipline and hardiness and resilience,
That's right.
that if you can develop those at a young age, it spills over.
Not to mention the emotional and the spiritual benefits of athletic, increasing your endorphins and just being a happier person, especially with this COVID-19.
Yes.
Everybody's been so separated that you can't explain how much joy you get from being at just an event, even if you're not participating. So when we're there, it's exciting for us, even though we're not one of the racers. It's exciting for us to be there too.
So I'm glad that she said that, Dave, because I have had the blessing of being, one of the things I love to do after I finish a race is to hang out at the finish line. I love hanging out at the finish line. And if I can stay to the last person finishes, that's like you know, the
Right.
epic thing. And so when it comes to finish lines, I would say that the people who cross the finish lines are not the people that started. Would you guys agree with me on that one?
Yeah, absolutely. Being on both sides of that, the athlete and then the person there as a timer or the race director, you can see the look in the people's faces, especially those that work the hardest. You know, the person that's out there that's the last one across the finish line, they worked harder than anybody else out there. So no one left behind. We should never leave. We need to stay to that finish line and help that last person across the line.
That's one thing that's very important to us. It is to make sure that we've not up and abandoned the last runner or the last participant.
You know, and
because
that
we've
sets
been
you
there.
that sets you guys apart as timers, because if most timers that they give you, let's say at a half marathon, you've got a 3 or 4 hour limit. When that limit's up, they're going to pack up and they're gone.
Yep.
Well, last year I don't know how long we were out there. We were out there a very, very long time, and we stayed until the last finisher crossed,
Yep.
and we celebrated it, and it was amazing.
Yep, 7.5 hours.
Yep, it was a long time.
7.5 hours for the last.
That was for the
cross
half
line.
marathon and the biking event.
Right, that
We
was
don't
both-
want to
both
scare
events,
them
right.
that it took
Yeah, no,
7
it's all
hours
right.
to do the 13
Sorry, no, the
miles.
Frog Hill won't take you 7.5 hours.
Well, it might, but
Well,
and we'll
I
be
mean-
there.
We'll still be
Depends on how many times you want to do it over and over. But
Yeah, there's been events where we've been there and the last person or two are coming in and there's hardly anything left. They might have one
Yes.
ticket out, one person or one deal out there to check what your number and your time was.
Yeah.
And that's kind of disappointing
yeah,
as an athlete to
I've been
spend
that
all
last
that
person.
time, all
Yeah.
that training, and then you want to explode when you get to the end. And so for Dave and I to be there at the end, there's a lot of enjoyment
Emotion.
and benefit.
And
It
I love
is.
what you just said, Dave. You've been that last person.
Yep.
So
Numerous
you know,
times.
so you know how important it is.
yeah, absolutely. And I mean, let's face it, I'm not a runner. I'm not built like a runner. I'm not built like anything but maybe a football player. But crossing the line to me I didn't show up to race and be number one.
Yeah.
I showed up to cross that finish line to finish the event for me. And so a lot of your athletes that know they're not Olympic athletes, they show up there to challenge themselves.
That's right.
To see if they can make it to the finish line. And so it's important that we're there at the finish line for them, to give them their time, to give them a smile, to cheer them on, and hand them a bottle of water, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
I know people that are going to be running and doing a lot of these events and coming up your Frog Hill Half.
Yes, that's
I've got
next weekend.
I've got a young girl who's going to be running that, and I'm so excited for her to really step out. And to
This is her first 10K,
this-
isn't it?
Yeah, and she's only done a 5K the other day, so
Wow.
she's super excited. So
We love that.
again, we'll be there cheering everybody as they come through when we're doing our event that day as well.
Now it's a good time to remind you guys that you can go on froghillhalf.com and you can still get signed up. Our deadline for the shirts is gone, but you're still going to get a medal and you're still going to get some food at the finish line. You're going to get just going to be a great time. And we still have several entries for kids 6 to 17 in Pulaski County. These are free entries and they were donated. You can go to froghillhalf.com and put in the code ActiveKids, all capital, and you can still get your kids in there. That is I love seeing kids cross the finish line. That's probably my favorite thing ever.
Can I put in a plug?
Yes, but you're beyond the age limit. You can't sign up as a kid.
Oh.
Next weekend is also the Nasty Pulaski.
Yep.
It's the bike race in with the Frog Hill Half.
And
as
Gascade
you can
River
see,
Timing puts this on.
Gascony River Timing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be there to time the event. We also put the event on. Also, for those of you worried about maybe social distancing or something of that nature, the health department has donated some masks. We'll have boxes of them down there. So if you forget your mask,
And
you don't need to
sanitizer.
turn around and go get it. We've got boxes down there for you, hand sanitizer. So just come on down and see us, and I'm sure it's going to be an awesome event.
Now, you guys, like we talked about, you guys love this community. Tell them where the proceeds go for the Nasty Pulaski.
Nasty Pulaski proceeds go to the Pulaski County Sheriff's Department Shop with a Cop. Again, it's for the less fortunate children in the county.
And
It's
that's
kids.
probably going to be more this year, because of
Absolutely.
layoffs and
Yeah.
everything else with
It's
COVID.
tough.
So, wow. So how can they get signed up for the Nasty Pulaski if they want to get signed up?
They can go to itsyourrace.com and go there for the Nasty Pulaski. And you can also go to GasconadeRiverTiming.com And there's a link there as well as some more videos on the actual event, because that covers, there's a distance of 65, 25, and 10 miles. And the 65 and 25 will get you about a 4,400 feet of climb elevation.
Yeah, nice.
And yes.
And you say gravel grind because it's on gravel.
Most of it's on gravel. Yep. And the 10 miler, it's great if you've got a child that's say 15 years, 14 or 15 years and older, and you want to do a family event. The 10 miler is perfect for
Oh,
that.
that's good
It'll take the
distance.
family an hour, hour and a half to do it, and that's just poking along. So it'd be a great day for the family. She mentioned the website. You can also go on to any of those Facebook sites, Gasconade River Timing or Nasty Pulaski, and the QR code is on the Facebook site. So you can just hit it with your phone, and it'll take you straight to the sign up.
All right, guys, you heard it. These are some wonderful events, so we hope to see you at some of them. We'll be socially distancing. We'll be practicing all the all the regulations he's practicing already. And anyway, we're just going to have fun. We love Pulaski County, do we not?
Oh,
We
amen.
love it.
And we
Amen.
love people to come to Pulaski County. We have a lot of discounts on hotels. You guys can find that on our Healthy Futures Pulaski County Facebook page. Just tell them you're with either one of us, and they will set you up with a really nice room at a really affordable cost. And we got a lot of people staying for the weekend, staycation.
Or
Yes.
check those discounts with the Board of Tourism also.
Yes,
They
Pulaski
have
County
info
Tourism.
on all that.
Pulaski County Tourism Board. All right, guys. Well, you know what? I didn't introduce you guys. I said you're Gasconade River. Tell them who you are.
Dave and Tracy Kessler, again, the owners of the Gasconade River Timing and the race directors for the Nasty Pulaski.
And they have the most beautiful view in Pulaski County.
And we're trying to be good friends with Melissa. We haven't made it there yet, but
All right.
we're working on it.
The Gasconade River right behind us.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Actually, guys, these are some of my dearest friends. I love them to death. They have a heart to serve. So we are definitely blessed to have you guys
Thanks.
living in our community, for
Thank
sure.
you.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for Fit Friday. Woo!